Ian says, where did you both make your closest male friends? That's a good question.
That is a good question. You want to go first, John?
Sure. So mine is through business, is through through entrepreneurship, through business relations. What I try to do with my close male friends is, see, I'm a guy that my time is really valuable. So my guy friends, we go to the gym together, we lift weights, and we talk business while we're lifting weights, right? So we go for a run, we talk business, we talk game, we talk those things. So I try to find guys that are already doing activities I want to do, so that because I don't want to just go and crack a couple of beers and hang out with a friend. Not that I never do that, but I hardly ever do that. I'd rather be doing something that's moving me forward, that's growing me as a person. If that's going to be my friend. I think so many guys spend so much time with loser friends that they just have fun with, and it's great to have fun, but it's better to have fun with a purpose.
Yeah, I agree. The friends that I have now, I meet them through activities. I mean, I've got old friends since high school. I've known them 40 years now. But a lot of the friends that I have, newer friends, I meet them through activities. Specifically, I play squash about 4 or 5 times a week, and I am big into motorcycling. And I've got like several motorcycles of different categories. I've got a dual sport kind of enduro kind of thing. I got a street bike, an all-rounder, a Ducati Scrambler, and I got a big BMW 1200 Adventure. And so I meet a lot of guys through that hobby of motorcycling, and I try to avoid the crowd in motorcycling that's in it for the scene and in it for the gear. Okay. Because there are guys who go into the whole motorcycling thing and they don't really give a shit about motorcycling. They care about getting gear, buying shit. I'm not into that. I mean, to me, it's like a weird nesting instinct that I find extremely feminine, and I don't particularly care for it. I like to I like I like to do long distance touring, and I like to do off roading, and that kind of thing. And so the guys that I hang out with, I made several friends back in August when I went on this class in the Netherlands. It was a full day workout of off-roading on a big bike, because off-roading, when you're going off-road on a big, BMW, it's a 550-pound machine, and that's just the bike, not including you. And so you better know what the hell you're doing. And so I took a class in that, a full day thing. And I met a couple of guys who are really, really cool. And they were similar to me. There were guys, one was in his mid 30s and the other was his mid 40s. And they were guys who were pretty successful in their business. I mean, the course itself was in the middle of the week and it was expensive. And so what kind of guy is going to do that? A guy who's got the money, who's got his shit together. I mean, one of these bikes runs, anywhere from, I don't know, used, you can go $10,000, new, you go up to $30,000 without breaking a sweat. And so guys who are into that particular sport are going to be well off. They got their shit together. They're going to be professionals of different sorts. And these guys that I made friends with, that we're in touch and we talk about different things, they're in totally unrelated businesses to me. And that's been really beneficial because they tell me about their business problems, and they can go into great detail because they know that it has nothing to do with me. And so any advice or point of view that I might express is going to help them. And there's no way that I would ever want them to do poorly because they're in their line of work, their business is totally different from mine. And that's why I found that the best friendships happen if I make friends with somebody who's more or less in my line of work, or I can potentially be in business with. Then there's always that element of the money making in between. And so I'm never relaxed. I'm always like, frankly, pretending. Okay. Because you don't really want to let your guard down when you're talking to a guy who's in your line of work. But with a guy who's totally into something else, then you can just relax,